All right, we have a quick tweet from Chris Murphy. I'd like to just mention here, Senator Chris Murphy, horrible news from Bradley this morning. My heart goes out to everyone impacted by this crash. I'm continuing to get updates on the situation, and we are ready to assist with federal resources if needed. That from Senator Chris Murphy.
We do want to let everyone know that we have just gotten word that Bradley International Airport has again reopened, and we're going to go, so if you're scheduled to travel, please contact your airline to confirm the status of your specific flight. But the airport is open. Earlier they mentioned they'd like to open one runway. We're not sure exactly how that's going to affect all the flights this afternoon, but let's go live right now to Channel 3's Matthew Campbell, who is at the airport. Matthew.
Yeah, Kara, our coverage continues from inside Bradley Airport. And since the last time we checked in, this is what we have noticed. We have seen just a handful of passengers go through security, check their bags. But from what we've seen so far, there's no plane activity. But again, that's just from what we've seen right now. That could change in a matter of minutes. I wanted to show you right now the big board here to show you how nearly every single flight, either going out, coming in, it has been impacted by this crash. You can see the cancellations. You can see the delays, and you can see the diversions. Right now, the majority of the diversions are going to be going out to either Boston, Providence, or Worcester, and those are for the flights that are coming in. But that advice is also being shared with passengers who are looking to leave Bradley Airport. They're being asked to kind of take a look at flights in the Providence area, the Boston area, the Worcester area. One of those people impacted right here, Julie from Agawam, Massachusetts. She was going to be going down to Atlanta at around noon.
Yep.
And instead she's going to be going to Atlanta via Boston.
Yes.
At what time?
6 p.m. They did offer me Providence as well, but I went with Boston because the agent had told me that there were no further flights out for tonight that were available for me and my daughter.
And, you know, when we were looking back at the big board, there were some times attached to all of these destinations for departures. But as Julie can attest, you know, those numbers are very fluid. They have been pushed back multiple times. Julie, in your specific case, how many times was your Atlanta flight delayed, pushed back time and time again?
3 times. 3 times. So well, I guess technically my first flight was for 12. Then I got pushed to a flight for 2:30. Then 3:30, and then now this flight for 6.
Got it. And, you know, we have seen the lines here at Bradley kind of dwindle from when we first got here a few hours ago, where we saw a lot of people just at the ticket counter trying to reroute themselves, trying to reorganize their trip. Those lines have subsided, but we have seen a lot of people still kind of checking their phones on the couches nearby to try to see what they can do, what they're going to do, because a lot of the advice or the alternatives for them is to either go to another airport like Julie is, to either reschedule for another time or kind of ride it out here at Bradley. But as you can see, you know, since the majority of the day was impacted by this crash, if you are choosing to ride it out here, you may be pushed back later tonight, possibly even tomorrow. So those are some of the things that you need to keep in mind if you are in this situation. Julie thankfully was able to get out, even though it is a little...
Yeah, finally. I'm relieved to be on my way now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, Julie. Guys, we're going to send it back to you.
Matthew Campbell at Bradley Airport for us in Windsor Locks. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you, Matthew. And we